The day before Valentine's Day, my long-distance girlfriend, Lily, sent me a goodnight photo. I was actually on the way to her place to surprise her. I wanted to video call her, but she refused, saying she was too tired. When I arrived, I knocked on her door, but at the same time, I received a video from my buddy Ben. In the video, Lily was passionately kissing a stranger. Dude, is that Lily? Ben sent several videos in a row, ending with a voice message, his voice cracking with excitement. Holy crap, they're practically going at it right here. My hand paused mid-knock. I opened the video. The background seemed to be a bar, with flashing lights and loud music. In a booth, a couple was making out, oblivious to the world. The guy had a cocky look, one hand on Lily's face, the other roaming her bareback. Their passionate kisses were loud enough to be heard over the music, making me blush. They were all over each other, like a scene from an R-rated movie. People around them were cheering and whistling. The camera shook a bit, and I caught a glimpse of the girl's face. It was a face I knew all too well. The skimpy top she was wearing also looked familiar. Lily usually dressed more modestly. I remembered seeing this top in her closet the other day and asking her about it. Oh, that's my cousin's. She stayed over for a music festival a while back, remember? Lily had said, her expression perfectly natural. I didn't think much of it then, but now it all made sense. Rage boiled inside me. I took a deep breath and opened Lily's chat. The last message was from earlier, her tone tired and sweet. Honey, I'm really exhausted today. You must be tired from work too. It's late, and I'd feel bad if you came all the way here. Let's spend the whole day together tomorrow, okay? So she was tired here, but making out with some guy at a bar? What a load of crap. I video called her. It rang for a while. Then she hung up, but she was quick to text back. Honey, I'm about to sleep. I don't want a video call without makeup. I bought a ticket for tomorrow. I promise I won't stand you up this time. Her tone was her usual playful self, which used to be cute, but now felt disgusting. I was furious. I wanted to send her the video, but stopped at the last second. Instead, I typed, "Okay, babe." Then I took a picture of her door number and sent it to her, saying, "But I miss you so much. I'm already here. Open the door and give your hubby a hug." The chat showed typing. Lily must have been panicking, deleting and retyping for a while before sending a crying, laughing emoji. Honey, I'm staying at a hotel tonight. It's closer to the train station for tomorrow. As if she sensed I knew something, she added, "This hotel is so far away. You must be tired from driving. Don't come over. I'll come to you tomorrow, okay?" "I'll come to you," I replied. Ben had already sent me the bar's location and filled me in. There are 6 of them, 2 girls and 4 guys. The one with Lily looks like a rich playboy. He's kissing her, but his hands are busy with the other girl's thigh. What a mess. Thinking back, there were signs. Lily and I started dating in our junior year of college. She was pretty and smart, and her parents wanted her to marry rich. They weren't happy with me, as my family was just average. They tried to get her to break up with me many times. What future does Alex have? Look at Lisa from our village. She's not as good as you, but she married way better. She doesn't even work, just stays home and enjoys life. But Lily refused. She held my hand and said firmly, "Alex, I won't leave you." I truly believe she was devoted to me. I worked my tail off, pulling all-nighters on projects, and finally started to make a name for myself. After all these years, I wanted to settle down and marry her. When I told her parents, they were lukewarm. They said they had a son and a daughter, and Lily, being the older sister, couldn't marry far away. If we wanted to marry, we had to buy a house and settle down in their hometown. Otherwise, no deal. Our parents are worried I'll suffer, and they want to help with the kids in the future, Lily explained smoothly. I was blinded by love and didn't think much of it. Over the past 6 months, I looked at many properties in the city. Her parents insisted on a good location, a good school district, and a large apartment for the whole family to live together. I could afford it, but it would wipe out my savings. When I told this to her, she brushed it off. Honey, buying a house means we have our own home. For some reason, I had a gut feeling and suggested that her parents should contribute since they plan to live there too. Well, my brother is still in school, so they don't have that much money. Then how about my parents and I pay for it first, but they wanted to be under my name only? No. Lily's reaction was huge. Seeing my expression, she changed her tone and hugged me. Honey, we're family. Why are we being so distant? I was touched by her loyalty and almost agreed. But my parents were firm. If her parents want to live with you, They should contribute, and it should be under both your names. Otherwise, we'll buy our own, and it'll be under your name only, my dad, a retired teacher, said unusually directly. If you dare to register the house with her behind our backs, don't come to me for anything in the future. Both sides were stuck. Lily and I were caught in the middle, and the matter was put on hold. We had been long distance since graduation, seeing each other 2 or 3 times a month. Usually I went to her, and our meetings were always rushed. I met her best friend once, who she said she grew up with. We had a fancy French dinner, and they took tons of photos. Lily's friend said to me, "No wonder Lily won't break up with you. You're pretty generous with her." I didn't understand the hidden meaning behind her words then, but now I realized I had probably been cheated on for a long time. My thoughts returned to the present. I was at the bar. Ben called again. "Dude, are you coming or not?" They're all over each other and about to leave. They're kissing by the entrance waiting for a car. I was coming, of course. I got out of my car and saw a crowd by the bar entrance. Lily, in her skimpy top and shorts, was drunk and hot, clinging to a short, young man, planting kisses on his face. I walked closer. Lily was still wrapped around him like a snake. The guy was half-heartedly responding while looking impatiently at their friends. "This girl is so clingy. Can't get rid of her. Can't get rid of her?" This woke me up. Lily was clearly a smooth operator, something I didn't know about her. I needed to be careful. Just then, Ben ran over. "Dude, she's cheating on you right in front of you, and you're just standing there. What's the rush?" It looks like this isn't the first time I've been cheated on. I forced a smile, watching as Lily was pushed into a red Audi. I opened my car door and looked at Ben. "I'll follow them." "Thanks, buddy." The Audi sped off and stopped at the All Seasons Hotel. Lily was dragged out of the car and into the hotel with the rich playboy, still clinging to him. I got out of my car and called Lily's mom. "Annie, it's Alex. I'm at Lily's place, but she's not home, and I can't reach her." "Oh, didn't you tell her in advance?" She's at her aunt's today." Lily's mom was quick to cover for her, but her story didn't match Lily's. "Really, Annie? That's a relief. I came back to spend the holiday with her and to finalize the house we looked at." "What? You're buying a house?" Her tone changed from indifferent to excited. I could hear her calling Lily's dad over, probably putting me on speaker. Lily's dad's voice came through. "Alex, are you putting Lily's name on the house too?" Wow. They were really direct. I chuckled to myself, but spoke sincerely. "Yes, I've thought about it. I'm going to spend my life with Lily, so adding her name is the right thing to do." "Good, good, good," Lily's dad said, then quickly asked, "When are you paying the deposit? Do you want us to go with you?" How eager. But it was all part of my plan. I cleared my throat and said humbly, "Uncle, you know I love Lily. I came to spend Valentine's Day with her and to settle the house. But I just got a call that I have an urgent business trip tomorrow morning. I already have the money for the deposit, but I can't reach Lily. Maybe next time." I said this with regret, and as expected, her parents took the bait. "No, Alex. Things are developing fast here. Good houses sell out quickly. I had to pull strings to keep that apartment for you. It would have been sold otherwise. Yeah, why don't you give the money to us, and we'll go first thing tomorrow to secure the house. It's late, maybe it's inconvenient." I played hard to get. "No, Alex, wait at Lily's place." "We'll come over now," they said urgently with noise in the background like they were rushing to leave. Their greed was laughable. "I'm at the hotel now. Come here," I said, hanging up and sending the room number and hotel location to her mom. "Enjoy your stay," the receptionist said with a smile, handing me the key card. I nodded and went up, swiping into my room. Lily's room was right across the hall. I could hear noises, a woman scream. I clenched my fist, but didn't take that step. Lily had made her choice when she decided to deceive me. If I intervene now, I might ruin her plans. One has to learn to let go and respect others' fates. I took a nice shower and figured her parents should be arriving soon. I got close to the door and heard a commotion outside. "Ma'am, please calm down." "How can I calm down? That's my daughter." I opened the door. Lily's parents were banging on the opposite door. The rich playboy opened it, wearing only a towel, frowning at these 2 old people. He yelled at the hotel staff. "What kind of dump is this? Where did these old folks come from? Why are you letting anyone in?" The staff apologized, but Lily's mom wouldn't stop crying. "That's Lily. I saw her, lying on the bed. What's going on?" I asked, peeking out from my door. looking at her disheveled parents. "Uncle Annie, what's this?" Everyone looked at me. I feigned ignorance, asking, "What happened?" "Alex, I just saw." Lily's mom started to cry, but her husband pulled her back, saying calmly, "She's seeing things. Don't mind her." "Alex, didn't you say you wanted to give us the money for the deposit?" "Yes, but—" I hesitated, looking at her mom. Before I could finish, the rich playboy interrupted. "If you're old, don't go around making a scene." "Wait," I said, stopping him. I turned to Lily's mom, my tone anxious and incredulous. "Annie, are you sure you saw Lily in there?" "Yes. I wouldn't mistake her." Lily's mom nodded frantically. "Alex, I'm sure. It's Lily. Help me. Just let me take a look, okay?" "Idiot." Lily's dad was furious and almost hit her. I pulled her mom away, acting like a man who didn't know if his girlfriend was in danger, urgently asking the staff. "In this situation, I think it's best to confirm." "Bullshit. I won't let you in." "What are you going to do?" The rich playboy was enraged and tried to slam the door. I turned to the staff. "If he doesn't cooperate and something happens, the hotel will be responsible. If you don't do anything, don't blame me for calling the police." The staff had to stop him from closing the door and call for their manager. "Damn," the rich playboy cursed, pointing at me. "You damn psycho, I'm with my girlfriend. Why are you snooping around?" I ignored him and held Lily's mom, then said to the hesitant staff, "If I were you, I'd rather it be a misunderstanding than regret it later." This seemed to work. Soon, the manager arrived. With my insistence, Lily's dad's face darkened, and the rich playboy, under pressure, opened the door, glaring at me. Lily's mom rushed in, heading straight for Lily, who was passed out on the bed, barely clothed. Lily's dad and I followed. Seeing Lily's face, heavy with makeup, we were all speechless. Seeing her like this was painful. I clenched my fists, unsure if I felt the satisfaction of uncovering the truth or the anger of betrayal. I turned to her dad, my voice trembling. "Uncle, is that Lily?" Lily's mom finally realized why her husband had been stopping her. She crawled over to me, begging, "Alex, don't think that way. Our Lily is a good girl. She wouldn't do anything to hurt you. You two are getting married. Why would she do this?" Her crying was piercing, but I saw her dad say nothing, realizing he probably knew about this and supported it. This couldn't end well. They all thought I was a fool. Anyone would be furious. I helped her mom up, glancing at her silent husband, and said sadly, "Annie, I don't want to think that way. But you said Lily was at her aunt's." I showed them the messages. Lily said she was at the hotel, and she wasn't lying, but with another man. Lily's mom looked down guiltily, while her dad turned away. Lily on the bed was either really drunk or pretending. Only the rich playboy stood there, looking arrogant. "Who the hell are you?" "Lily's boyfriend," I replied coldly, pulling the blanket over Lily's exposed chest. I turned to her mom. She was a foolish woman, and her husband and daughter knew it. She was perfect to use now. "Ma'am, about this," I said, my tone low and sad. Afraid of losing the house deposit, she changed her attitude, ignoring her husband's signals, and yelled, "Our Lily is obedient. She wouldn't do this. Alex, you have to trust her." "I do trust Lily, but this." I acted weak, as she wanted. But looking at Lily on the bed and the scattered clothes, her mom couldn't just brush it off. She got an idea. "Oh, Alex, listen, our Lily must have been tricked by this guy. She would never do this." Her certainty made the rich playboy laugh. He leaned against the door, clapping sarcastically. "Yeah, right, I tricked her into coming here. See, you hear that, Alex? It wasn't Lily who booked this room." Lily's mom was thrilled, like she had solved a big case, proud as if it wasn't her daughter on the bed. I sighed, but didn't soften. I played along, acting furious, clenching my fists. "If that's the case, I won't hold it against Lily. But we can't let this go. We need to call the police." "What?" Surprisingly, Lily's dad reacted the most. Before the rich playboy could speak, he jumped in. "Are you stupid? Uncle Lily was hurt. We need justice," I said firmly, pretending to dial. Lily's mom stood there, not daring to speak. The rich playboy wasn't scared, acting like it was none of his business. Only Lily's dad panicked, trying to grab my phone. The room was in chaos. Lily's dad was old and couldn't overpower me. Just as I was about to subdue him, there was movement on the bed. Lily finally couldn't pretend anymore. She sat up abruptly, tears in her eyes, looking at me pitifully. her voice with a clear sob. Alex, please don't do this. What was I doing? They did everything, and I wasn't allowed to know the truth? I scoffed inwardly, but acted concerned and surprised, rushing to her, holding her bare shoulders like a true fool, comforting her gently, asking what happened. Sniff, I don't know. Alex, don't call the police. I'm a girl. How can I face anyone after this? I admired her acting and adaptability. She didn't hesitate for a second, throwing herself into my arms, crying, fragile as a white lotus. The rich playboy sneered. Heh, I thought you had guts, daring to call the police. Only you treat this kind of woman like a treasure. I'm tired of her. I ignored his taunts, calmly pulled Lily away. Think carefully. If we don't call the police today, we're over. Alex, think about me. Lily cried, her makeup a mess, still trying to defend herself. I really didn't do anything to hurt you. Why are you begging him? Lily's dad couldn't hold back anymore. As if he had made some decision, he glared at me coldly. Our family never approved of you. If you can break up with Lily today, you'd be doing a good deed. Even though I knew this family was selfish and materialistic, hearing these words from her dad still shocked me. But Lily always listened to her dad, or maybe she was always like this, just well disguised. Anyway, after hearing her dad's words, Lily's tears stopped. She looked at me with a strange, cold gaze. Alex, don't regret this. Why would I regret it? I just wanted her to explain, to see her true colors. Now that she had spoken, I was truly relieved. I stood up and walked to the door, sighing, taking out the bank card I had prepared. Lily, I truly loved you and wanted to marry you. This card has the full amount for the house, but you don't deserve it anymore. I don't deserve it? What about you? Lily seemed like a different person, running barefoot from the bed, screaming at me. I've had enough of you, Alex, you damn broke loser. Your monthly salary isn't even enough to buy me a bag. The worst decision of my life was being with you. Fine, let's break up then, I said, not arguing. After years of hard work, I was no longer that poor boy. I was about to have my own company, and everything was going in the best direction. And honestly, I had only been harsh on myself these years. Every piece of clothing and accessory Lily wore was a brand name, all paid for by me. But if she wanted to say that, I wouldn't argue. It was just chilling how little our years together meant to her. I left without looking back, going to the opposite room. As I closed the door, I heard the rich playboy mocking Lily. Didn't know you were such an actress. 1 minute a white lotus, the next a madwoman. I've slept with you a few times. I'm bored. Let's end it here. What Lily said after, I didn't care to hear. I slept well and took the earliest flight back the next day. My startup was already on solid ground. I had been hesitant to fully commit because of Lily and our long-distance situation. This breakup was a blessing in disguise. Everything started to go smoothly. But one day, while I was pushing for project progress, Ben called again, saying, dude, check your Pinyo-chan. Lily is bad-mouthing you, saying you cheated. My mind exploded. After breaking up with Lily, I hadn't paid attention to this matter, giving her enough face after all these years. I opened WeChat and saw screenshots from our mutual friends of Lily's posts on various social media platforms, all accusing me of being a useless, cheating scumbag who forced her to break up. It seemed Lily was determined to burn all bridges and exhaust my last bit of affection for her. Half a month later, I contacted Lily again. Her attitude was arrogant and shameless, nothing like her initial gentle self. Alex, you wasted years of my youth and left me with nothing. I will make you pay. From Ben, I learned that Lily lost her rich boyfriend because of our breakup and didn't get any breakup fee. She had the audacity to blame me for it. What do you want? There was no reasoning with this kind of woman. I asked, and she really dared to answer. Simple, give me the money for the house, and I'll delete everything and explain to everyone. Otherwise, we were together for so many years. I know all your relatives, friends, and colleagues. Lily laughed triumphantly. I couldn't hold back my anger. This person was utterly shameless. Anyone with a bit of dignity wouldn't do this. I have no shame. You're just realizing that now. She laughed wildly. Alex, were you just bluffing that day? Was there no money in that card? Then I wasn't wrong about you. Don't even dream about it. I won't give you another penny. I hung up and messaged Ben, asking him to find evidence of Lily's cheating over the years and to secure the video of her and a rich playboy. I calmed down and made a decision. In Lily's city, I had a long-time client, Mr. Yang, who owned many hotels and bars. He was well-connected. Years ago, when he had cash flow problems and owed my previous company 3 months of payments, I vouched for him, helping him get through it. So he always gave me face. After I explained the situation and my plan, Mr. Yang laughed heartily. Kid, you're worth a lot now. How can you let this slide? I see you as a brother. Leave this to me. Things moved quickly after talking to Mr. Yang. The next day, all information and photos about me on Lily's social media were deleted, replaced with posts about enjoying life. I opened my chat with Tom, who was respectful. Mr. Harrison, I've hooked up with Lily. She's testing my wealth. I took her to a yacht for dinner. Good. She likes to play rich. Let her show off. Let her pay. A too eager rich guy is too fake, I replied calmly. Yes, Mr. Harrison, he replied quickly. Ben had also gathered a lot of evidence and was furious when he called me. Lily is something else. She had a whole pond of fish while dating you. At least 7 or 8 backups, not counting the rich guys she threw herself at. That's more than a dozen. All this information came from Lily's frenemy. The fake rich guy, Tom, was also introduced by her, which is why Lily fell for him so quickly, flirting and dating him, and thus letting me go. Dude, your plan is brilliant. Lily is now clinging to Tom, ignoring everyone else. She even took out a loan to buy new clothes, saying she was going to yacht dinner with him. Ben laughed. If she knew Tom was just an ordinary bartender, she'd be so mad. It's not time yet. I laughed softly. Tom was apparently very convincing, as Lily was completely hooked. Her parents are bragging about their daughter's great catch. They rented a model home for $2,000 a day to play along with Lily's act. Her brother even quit school, saying he'd make big money with his future brother-in-law, Ben said, almost unable to stop laughing. Hey, Alex, Lily's acting is top-notch. I ran into her the other day and greeted her. She pretended not to know me, straight-faced. Such a performance. What a waste not to be an actress. I chuckled. This counterattack was out of necessity. I initially wanted to end things amicably, for old time's sake. I also pitted Lily, perhaps influenced by her parents' preference for sons. But this incident showed me her true colors. She was a selfish, vain woman without principles, incapable of love, using everyone around her. She was just good at pretending. When we were together, she acted like her family mistreated her, making me pity her and do her bidding. Now, with a rich guy on the hook, she had her whole family acting with her, even sacrificing her brother's future, just to fulfill her dream of marrying rich. Then let her have her dream. Tell Lily you want her to meet your parents. I'll arrange the details. I messaged Tom. Soon after, a new message came from Lily's friend. Mr. Harrison, Lily is thinking of quitting her job. The rich guy said he'd marry her and she wouldn't have to work. But her dating expenses are high and she has loans. So she's hesitant. She rambled on, then cautiously asked for my opinion. Do you think I should advise her to quit? Do as you please, I replied, feeling a headache coming on. I leaned back, closing my eyes, reminding myself not to soften. The harsher Lily was initially, the harsher I had to be now. A few hours later, Tom sent me a few messages, saying he had arranged for Lily to meet his parents at Mr. Yang's 5-star restaurant. Mr. Harrison, it's all set. Later, I'll take Lily to Mr. Yang's villa, telling her it's their future home. The villa was also arranged, my doing. Lily wasn't stupid. She managed to juggle multiple relationships without me finding out because she was cautious and smart. But I knew her too well, and I knew her predicament. Lily's abilities were far from matching her ambition and desires, and her prized beauty was time-sensitive. So she was getting desperate. A rich, naive guy falling head over heels for her was like a dream come true. Under my arrangements, the two families met, and the wedding date was quickly set for the 10th of next month. Lily was overjoyed, even arrogant enough to call and invite me to her engagement ceremony. Alex, you can come to my engagement party and see how well I'm doing without you, she said, her tone haughty and triumphant. I asked her, are you sure you want me there? Haha, I want you to see the world, Alex. You're always so short-sighted. You couldn't give me anything I wanted. You could have just said so. I never intended to hold you back. Hee, Lily chuckled coldly on the phone. Then I'm telling you now, I want you to come to my engagement party with a smile and tell me you're sorry, that you've wronged me all these years. I don't owe you anything. Ha, you're scared, Alex. You're spineless. Lily laughed hysterically. I deceived you for so many years, took so much of your money. Even when you caught me cheating, you were still a coward. Just swallowed it. I'll look down on you forever. Trash. Lily's engagement party was held at the city's biggest and best hotel, with an entire floor booked. Tom, following my instructions, subtly inquired about Lily's supposed wealth before the banquet. She, in a grand gesture, emptied her family's savings to dress up her relatives and friends, creating a carefully crafted image on social media, basking in her triumph. When I entered, Lily and Tom were cutting the cake together, dressed in expensive, luxurious attire. She even had the time to come over and mock me, holding a wine glass. Alex, you actually came? Haven't had such high-class food before, have you? Lily's makeup was exquisite, but her words were cutting. Eat up, you won't get another chance. I'll even have someone pack a doggy bag for you to take back to your old folks. Thanks, no need, I replied with a smile. Lily rolled her eyes, warning me. I'm not who I used to be. Don't talk nonsense, or I'll ruin you. Then everything proceeded as normal, beautiful as a fairy tale. Lily was excited until Tom, looking deeply into her eyes, said he had a gift for her, a memento of their love. Such a thoughtful and face-saving gesture. How could Lily refuse? She nodded eagerly, and the big screen lit up, playing videos of Lily kissing and dating different men, along with chat logs of her multiple affairs. The video was over 5 minutes long. It must have been the longest 5 minutes of Lily's life, enough to send her from heaven to hell. She had put so much effort into today, inviting everyone she knew. And because of that, it truly became public knowledge, her reputation utterly tarnished. Tom looked at Lily coldly, his once affectionate gaze now filled with disgust. Lily, you're disgusting. I sat quietly in the corner, watching as everyone's opinion of Lily plummeted, whispering among themselves in front of her family, then leaving with satisfied smiles after getting their fill of gossip. After the guests left, Tom walked over to me respectfully. Mr. Harrison, as you arranged, it's done. Good, you've worked hard, I nodded. Go back. I'll talk to Mr. Young. Okay, thank you, Mr. Harrison. After Tom left, Lily Tanzuodzai, the center of the stage, finally realized what had happened. She screamed and rushed at me like a mad woman, wanting to fight, but tripped over the tables and chairs, falling into the scattered food and oil, utterly wretched. Alex, you planned all this. She was gnashing her teeth, her eyes bloodshot, filled with clear madness. Are you that vicious? You can't stand to see me happy. I wanted to end things amicably, but you refused, Lily. Today, although not what I wanted, was satisfying. I stepped closer on the soft carpet, looking down at her, and said coldly, you cheated first, then played the victim and slandered me. When I refused to be falsely accused, you threatened me. Which of these things did I exaggerate? You're lying. You were the one who held me back. Lily was still delusional, throwing food scraps around. I'm not wrong. I didn't wrong anyone. Of course, you think you're not wrong. You never think you're wrong. Having seen her true colors, I expected this from her. You used me to elevate yourself, to find a rich guy. Now you've got what you wanted. Why? Not happy. Happy? The moment her dream came true was also the moment she woke up to harsh reality. You said I couldn't give you what you wanted. Well, open your eyes, Lily. Look around. Isn't this grand? Haven't I given it all to you now? Lily's parents were finally brought in by security, crying and asking what happened. She couldn't answer, nor could she. The family's shared dream had to be endured together, along with the mess after it shattered. I felt a sense of relief and turned to leave. Lily's dad recognized me and, surprisingly, regained his usual arrogance, yelling at me. Alex, did you do this? Let me tell you, our family doesn't owe you anything. You better fix this. Lily was supposed to marry into a good life. Marry into a good life? I chuckled, turning back to face him, smiling pleasantly. There's no rich young master, uncle. He's just a waiter at my friend's bar. I paid him to act with you. His eyes widened, and he huffed and puffed, unable to speak. He looked at Lily, sprawled on the floor, and roared, Lily, you damn money loser. What have you done to our family? You've ruined us. Lily was despondent, unable to answer him. I didn't have time for this chaotic family. I left the hotel, took a deep breath of fresh air, and walked down the steps. The summer evening breeze was cool and pleasant. The stars were bright. the moon clear, without a cloud in sight. Tomorrow would surely be a beautiful day. As for the past, it was time to say goodbye.